All right, y'all. Let's take a listen.
Real leaders fix broken.
We now have an actual sentencing. Do you remember this story? According to Atlanta Black Star, Instagram, and OnlyFans model, Courtney Clennon was sentenced Monday to 6 years in prison for the 2022 stabbing of her boyfriend. If you remember, her boyfriend,
Only 6 years.
Toby Abumseli, bringing a stunning end to the high-profile murder case just weeks before she was scheduled to actually stand trial. However, the judge is allowing her to receive credit for time already served, which actually means her sentence will more than likely
Reduced.
be 2 more years behind bars for taking a man's life. Let's go to it. Here it is.
Don't touch me! What is going on? Like, are you gonna get this mad at me when I'm apologizing to you?
No, Christian.
Like, you think I'm doing it on
Drop your ass. Drop your high pitch.
Okay, I'm not doing it on purpose.
You touched her hard. You know damn well the right thing to do is to tell me.
Yes, and I am so sorry.
So shut up and let me f***ing slap you, dumbass.
No, you're not gonna slap me.
Give me my phone.
You have your phone.
I don't have it anymore. Find it and f***ing charge it.
What?
Find it and charge it.
I'm sorry.
I don't care. Find it and charge it.
Okay, just stop.
Don't touch me.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, I'm sorry.
Everybody like mine. Find my f***ing phone and charge it.
I don't know where your phone is.
Find it.
Can you help me find it?
I will.
So why?
Find it.
Man. My man, but why?
Yeah, man.
What?
Yes, I'm old, man, huh? Shut the f up. I need your money because I have to go to the arm again.
To go out?
No!
You said he right here.
Christian, just find my goddamn phone.
I don't have your phone. Just
Just find my phone.
You just please
Shut up. Shut up. You went to go f***ing talk to her without talking.
I didn't go to go.
Yes, you did. You always had your f***ing asshole.
I was
You literally told me about it, now he's like, damn.
What are you doing?
Yes, son.
I didn't go to talk to her. I was going on a bike ride. Like, what the?
Get off of me.
He's going to talk to her? Is this going to make you act like this?
You literally talked to her without telling me.
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said hi. You and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you an acting call me Yes, thank you. Coming from Courtney, thank you.
I want you to get away from me. Get away from me.
Courtney, the accused, called him, her boyfriend at the time, the N-word during that exchange. That is volatility, obviously. When this first happened, when he was killed, it took damn near an act of Congress, a world review of the facts, and her friends, their mutual friends, telling the truth to law enforcement that the story did not add up to them, given her volatility. Courtney, 30, faced second-degree murder in the April 3rd, 2022 killing of Mr. Abumseli, 27, inside of the couple's luxury Miami apartment. She was arrested in Hawaii on August 10, 2022. Courtney, who amassed millions of social media followers under the name Courtney Taylor, initially pleaded not guilty and maintained that she actually killed Abumseli in self-defense during a violent argument. After a 4-month investigation that included surveillance footage, witness interviews, and forensic evidence, authorities alleged Courtney was the primary aggressor in the couple's volatile relationship. The audio from the 911 call captured Abumseli's final moments after the stabbing. Quote, "I think I'm going to die. I can't feel my arms," he could be heard saying. Meanwhile, her attorneys had been preparing to take the case to trial and recently sought permission to introduce a 2020 animal cruelty allegation against Ombuseli, which he denied. Now, obviously, an allegation doesn't mean conviction, and it was proposed to bias the jury, so it wasn't allowed. According to Ombuseli's family, family said Courtney had previously stabbed and injured him during a prior domestic violence attack. They also pointed out that Courtney called her mother, the security at the front desk of the building, before she called 911. Quote, "To us, that is inhumane," end quote, said family attorney Larry Hanfield, who read the family's impact statement. So let's talk about the plea deal. Now, I want to remind everyone that even if you look at the totality of the sentence, for an actual murder, she's going to serve in total less than 10 years for an actual murder, okay? She's getting credit for time served. Here's the plea deal. The sentence came after Courtney reached a plea deal agreement with prosecutors and the deceased family to avoid the trial that had been scheduled for later in August. She also faces 5 years of probation for the new charge of manslaughter with a deadly weapon. Courtney must also complete a mental health and substance abuse evaluation or evaluations and any associated programs as necessary according to the 8-page plea deal. She must also complete a batterer's intervention program and education-based initiative meant to hold domestic violence offenders accountable for their actions. An attorney representing Ombuseli's family previously said the agreement would allow Courtney to plead guilty and accept full responsibility while beginning the process of bringing closure to his family. Courtney has not apologized to the family for the man's death, which changed their lives forever. I'm going to get into what the mother said in just a moment, but I want to remind everyone of the details and if they were reversed. I want you to imagine a black male violently stab a white female who happens to be his girlfriend. He ends up getting just a few years in prison by way of a plea deal, not conviction, by way of an agreement. He gets a few years in prison, probation, and the opportunity to seek and obtain mental health counseling without even giving an apology to the family. Do you believe that would stand in any courtroom in the United States of America?
No.
If the roles were reversed? Hell no. Hell no. So even in this, which seems like some semblance of justice, even in this, the injustice cannot be overstated. His mother addressed Courtney after the sentencing Monday. So the deceased mother gets to address Courtney, detailing the profound impact of her son's sudden death. Quote, "Words can never fully explain how Christian's death has affected my life and the lives of everyone in our family. There's simply too much pain to put on paper," the mother said. The grieving mother said she did not want her son to just be remembered for the way he died, but respectful man that he was. Courtney appeared to hold back tears as the mother spoke. That is your update. Would you
All right.
support
So let me add to this and just say, a lot of times you have parents that encourage their sons and daughters to marry somebody just because of what they've accomplished. I don't know her background. They say she was some model or something. I don't know if it was runway model, some social media model. I don't know. I don't care. But a lot of times I know black parents will say, oh, she's, they have this upscale mentality. Oh, she went to college. Oh, her family is this and that. Or you're lucky to have her. I know that type of conversation. And I tell people, I don't care what you do for a living. Look at the police. They're supposed to uphold the law, right? Serve and protect. But they're the biggest tyrants in the world. The biggest tyrants in the world. You could be a judge, a doctor. Look at all these police officers. Look at these doctors. Look at all these professional people that are getting caught for molesting children. Look at all of these things that's happening, right? And your occupation, your title does not make you a good person. Somehow people keep falling for this same nonsense over and over. I don't know this situation with this particular guy. Did you say his name was Toby? Toby? I know that Umuseli, that's an African name. But anyway, yeah. They do this and they deal with people. If you yourself feel like your son or daughter is lucky to have this person because their family's well off and what they've accomplished, what do you actually know about the individuals involved? Like, do you know them as good people, or you just assume they're good people because of what they accomplished? Somehow you think because of accomplishments that mean that a relationship is going to last forever between two people till death do them part. Here's a situation where death did these two, did them apart at the hands of the girlfriend. I'll say this to black men. For every black man that gets tired of dealing with black women that have this wild behavior, want to get violent, want to argue, don't really love you, just want money, I wouldn't put up with that either. What y'all better make sure of is that you, for one, this is where y'all need to stand up and stop being so damn weak. There is nothing about these people that turn me on. Example, when I see these models doing little seductive things, oh, I don't want no man telling me what to do. I don't care what nationality you are. None of that. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get someone that's, I'm a career woman. I call the shots. You can't tell me nothing. That's just the way that goes. Do you hear how ugly this woman sounded when she was screaming and yelling and voice all cracking? Did you hear her calling him a nigger and all that? Now, y'all, here's my thing. You won't take that from a black woman. Somehow you'll date a white woman or any other woman that's not black, and you will take that same abuse and worse. My thing is, I'm not taking it from anybody. He was apologetic. She was accusing him of things, and he's constantly trying to, but I swear I didn't do that. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing, right? And she's just screaming like a nutcase, making a real ass out of herself. But this is what she's doing. Now, my thing is, if you've never seen that side of a person, then you don't know. Look at the picture. They look like two of the happiest people in the world, right? It's like I always say, y'all go for the okie doke. If you see a woman shaking her ass, showing her feet, flicking her tongue, doing all these things on social media, and they got all these followers, they got a bunch of people in their inbox. I don't know how he met her, but trust me, these guys are trying to get at these women because they're easy. They're selling sex. They're being very flirtatious. They're not going to stop what they're doing. And you yourself may find yourself in a position of there's something you don't trust about the way they're moving. Now, this could be a black woman, anybody, but what I'm saying, I'm talking when you go outside of dating black women and you just decide that, nope, it's a white woman for me, right? Okay, when you deal with something like that, why is it acceptable? This man is dead. He was murdered by this woman. How did you not see this side of this woman? And he's saying, and the fact that he's been stabbed before, according to what, the brother read that his mom said in the statement. So you dealt with a white woman stabbing you before. This time she stabbed you and killed you. And he laid there and said, I think I'm going to die. I can't feel my arms. Okay. What was she doing while he was laying there dying? And what did he do that made her act like that? You even hear him say, you're going to act like this just because of whatever the situation was. Accused him of messing around with some other woman or speaking to a woman, I guess, that she didn't want him speaking to or whatever, but this is what she ended up doing. So tell me how this brother's life is better now. This is what I'm saying. You need to make this clear from the very beginning. And don't make any hasty moves to just jump into some relationship with somebody, because I don't know what it is with these brothers, man. But like, I keep seeing situations where a white woman has killed a black man. This is not the first one. And I'm like, what type of bitch ass dudes are you? But at the same time, why do you put up with this from other people? I'm not putting up with this from anybody. Go back to when I said, when I see angry, disgruntled black women that constantly make videos talk about niggas ain't shit, these niggas always underperforming, and niggas. Well, when these black men get sick and tired of that shit, and I'm talking about the men that just want true love in their life. Not that drama, because a real man is not going to take that from any woman. But this is what y'all end up with? That's what you end up with? Man, it's better to be single and just be celibate. Or just deal with a freaking escort service or something where you can just date when you want because you know it's business and, hey, you already know what you're doing. As opposed to this is what you settle down with, a freaking nutcase. Man, the way she was screaming and hollering like that, I'm like, wow, that is such a turnoff, so ugly, so disgusting. And this is what you went out and found. And I keep seeing situations. Every time I turn around, they're finding a black female hanging somewhere in a tree. And you know what these racist ass police say? Oh, there was no foul play. This was a suicide. Yeah. Everybody just finding the perfect tree to climb up and just hang themselves. Right. You keep finding situations of black people disappearing where they go somewhere and they're the only black person that's with this group of people and they don't make it back. I spoke about this before. I keep seeing these same situations happen. Black man murdered by his white wife. They just had a white guy that just murdered his black wife. And I'm trying to understand. I keep hearing all these talks. In this day and time, you got to always understand something. Like a white woman sat there and said, like 2 years ago, black women, she said, stop calling the police on your husbands and your boyfriends. If things is that bad, just separate. Because you really don't care about this black man if you call the police. She said, I date a black man. She said, and I'm going to cherish my black man to the day I die. She said, when you call the police, and it's not like these men are beating on y'all, they're doing nothing to you guys. It's like you call the police because you're arguing and you don't get your way in the argument. And you're so full of hate that you call the police, knowing how that can go when the police show up. You know it. And then when the police actually take their life, you screaming, no, but stop calling the police. This came from a white woman. And then you had black women in the comment section going, oh, bitch, shut the fuck up. Who are you? You don't know. You just one of them white bitches that just want black men and blah, blah, blah. But it's like anybody that defends black men, you have these certain mentality black women, okay? Or black women, should I say, of a certain mentality that they want to chime in and start running their mouths talking trash because, no, they have a hatred, okay? A hatred towards their own black men. Well, I wouldn't put up with that. Like I said, I wouldn't put up with it from anybody. So how do you end up avoiding having a relationship with black women where I just don't want to deal with this kind of shit, right? So there's nothing that you trust. Somehow, excuse me, you think that if the person has white skin, that automatically it's a different scenario. I won't have to deal with that. Now, for the people who go out and find love, and I'm talking about this person is showing you love, you guys are happy, then you have a whole different situation. I seen a video today of a Chinese woman who literally was arguing with her parents, and I couldn't see it was the mother or the father. They slapped the shit out of her like 3 times. She got the shit slapped out of her because her Chinese family was like, no. They're telling her, we will not have you marry a nigger. And the husband standing there looking like he's upset. The woman standing up there crying. And people in the comment section is saying things like she's fighting for her love and talking about may God bless. They always go to this big, God ain't doing shit to stop the racism. He ain't doing shit to stop none of this, but there's always, may God do this. Yeah, I know. He ain't doing shit now, but somewhere down the line, he will. Right. And I'm saying to myself, this can go really bad because that woman can put her foot down. She can marry this black man, but she also may start to miss her family. Also bringing her family around. They don't really want to be there because of him. But then maybe she starts missing him and maybe she starts feeling like maybe I was wrong. You know what? Because the fact that I don't give a fuck. I love my mom and she's no longer here. My father's still here. I love my father, but you're not going to be slapping me. Plain and simple. You're not going to be putting your hands on me at all. And she would just stand there arguing and getting slapped and arguing and crying and getting slapped. And I'm saying, this could really backfire on him. Because if it ever comes to a situation where something happens and she starts saying, my family was right, or I abandoned my family for you, or, you know, it's always these situations you got to think about, man. And this can be, you could be the same nationality and everything, and the same thing can happen. But here's the thing where they're racist. They're racist. We don't want any niggas in his family. We don't want no nigger babies, grandbabies, and all. No. And they simply rejected him because he's black. And they would not, you know, when people come with that, Dad, Mom, we need your black, I need shit. Yeah, I'm grown. All that, you know, I'm accustomed to this shit. No, nobody's going to tell me who I can and can't marry. But, you know, the things that black people put up with that they won't put up with each other. And no, I'm not suggesting anybody put up with that kind of shit from no one. But it's amazing to me. There's people that find love. And that's all they wanted is just to find love. And it just so happened it came from somebody from a different ethnicity. But they're not going through this kind of stuff. Not even close to it. Nothing remotely close to it. But this is what I constantly see. This is why I say when people speak up about their love, no, I would never, and let me make this clear. I would never, if I dated a woman that wasn't black, sit up and go, oh, see, I don't date black women. No, bitch, I'm black, and black women, my sisters are black, my mama's black. It's not about black women in general. But if it was a situation where I wound up, you know, dating somebody that wasn't black, we're not sitting up here having no black conversations where I'm sitting up here telling, yeah, black people this and black people that. And like, as if I chose you because I think whatever your ethnicity is better than what mine is, or what. No. That's not happening. You just happen to be that person. And it's sad because honestly, black women, black men, this is the shit that there's so much hatred amongst black men and women. So much bullshit, so much division that this is why black people, black men in particular, are like, I just want love. Now, this guy, you've been stabbed by her before. And you still damn it, they're going to stab you and kill you. Now, it's screwed up, yeah. And it screwed up the fact that she got a slap on the wrist for taking a black man's life. But what is it? Like, what is it that y'all just don't see in these behaviors? I once dated a chick, I told you all that story probably, that the one that ended up, she had pictures with Mystical and all these singers and rappers and all that. And when Mystical ended up, you know, being arrested for, you know, y'all know what he did. And I'm just like, she's holding on to all these pictures and stuff. And I'm like, nah. I'm not that guy that's going to be telling you, you need to take them pictures and do, no. If you still have these pictures, there's something that's still there. Some sentimental value, something that you're holding on to. I'm going to make it easy for you because I'm going to pull myself away. You can have whoever, whatever. And my point too with that was, what if it would have been a situation where she decided to choose Mystical? Or even if I walked away like I did and then she chose Mystical. Look at where he is now. So you would have accomplished what? We broke up on Thanksgiving. She called me on Christmas. Hi, fuck you want? See, I'm not with that. Let's jump back in and try to rekindle. Once it's done, it's done. Move on. Nothing's changed. They just missed being around you. But evil people will do the worst things, and I'm not sticking around waiting for it. There's a total of 3 females where some female reached out to me on social media, acting as if we were building a relationship. Bitch, I don't know you. The fuck are you talking about? We had a little chat conversation or something. Like, I'm not hitting on you. I'm not flirting with you. Nothing like that. But it's just like, because you're communicating, somehow that means we're a couple or we're trying to become a couple. One told me that, am I gonna ever hit her up or should she block me? And I said, nah, I tell you what, do what the fuck you want, you funky ass bitch, and I'll make it easy for you. 2 white women, 1 black woman, all did the same type of thing recently. And nah, fuck out of here. And one person, like I said, I like the quotation she put on her video, and one of the videos she was doing, these compound moves that you don't really see people do a lot. And I tell people, like, because y'all know I'm into my fitness, and I'm like, the compound moves is a big fat burner. It's and bottom line, it keeps you busy as opposed to just doing a few, do your set, do your reps, then walk around for 3 minutes. No, keep busy. Keep an active cycle while you're working out. That's what I like to do. I wasn't liking her pictures like, damn, look at you. I like you. I don't know you. So now all of a sudden, because I like your video, that means I'm supposed to hit you up and try to get at you. And these bitches be jumping on these cameras talking about, oh, this guy tried to talk to me and or he this and or they want to put messages. Yeah, go put the messages up, because you will see exactly what you said and what I said. There nowhere was I trying to flirt with you or talk to you any kind of way. I don't give a fuck about that. Put up whatever. Don't matter to me. But I'm not gonna deal with these toxic people. Case in point. And then I remember one of the black women. It was 2 white women and 1 black woman. One of the white women gonna put, "Can we start over?" Start what over? Chick, I don't know you. The hell you mean? Can we start over what? Because basically I told her, I said, look, I ain't got time for these silly ass games. I'm not interested in it. I said, I'm not interested in you. I don't know nothing about you. Simple. I guess she was expecting, oh, nah, don't block me. Nah, I'm going to talk to you. Hey, yo, shoot me the number. I don't want you. I don't know you. Can we start over? You know how big of a fool I would be to see that? Sometimes it just takes a few words and okay. Well, how big of a fool would I have been if I was flirting with her? And then for her to react with, are you going to ever hit me up? Or do I need to block you? What? Are you serious? Like, first of all, this bitch don't know me at all. And right from the gate, here's an ultimatum. Because that's what she's basically telling me. Either call me or I'm blocking you. Nah, bitch, I do you one better. I'm blocking you. So for me to not upset her, I'm going to send her my number and we're going to talk and meet up, and then what? Then what? Nah. And that wasn't my intentions in the first place. But just think, there's a lot of men that go through this type of stuff. They have a situation where they meet somebody, they're looking at the photos. Yeah, I know. She all sweaty, body all glistening, showing her shit for everybody. Right. You like what you see. Your hormones start going crazy and you like, damn. And all of a sudden she texts you. Yo, she want to hook up. Y'all don't even know. Like, this is what I'm saying. For any woman that got a brain in her head and you're not like this, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear from you. But for the type of women that this shit is like these type of things happen, these are the women that talk to you and be interviewing your ass while y'all conversating, and you sitting there trying to be on your best behavior like a dumbass instead of, stepping up like a man. And I got some questions for you. How many dicks you done sucked in the past month? How many ex-boyfriends you still keep in touch with? Where the fuck you see yourself 10 years from now? The fuck you asking all these stupid ass questions? Like my life was designed to meet you one day so I can make you the happiest woman of all time. But You can treat me however the fuck you want. No, it don't work like that. Y'all fellas don't be doing that. Y'all be playing a submissive role. Y'all be, I just want love, I'm just not being hurt. Oh, sweetie, give me your hand. Look at me. I will never hurt you, okay? Stop it. Knock it off, okay? It's different. I'm here now. Whatever LaQuisha did is between you and LaQuisha. Get her out of your mind, okay? Look at me. I'm here now. Okay. That's the shit y'all be on. And they know, oh, this motherfucker's soft. Listen to how she was screaming at this guy. Something's wrong with her. She's mentally not right. But this is who you chose as a suitable mate? A crazy woman? Y'all see these people up on the runway. You see them on the TV screen. You see them on social media. All this makeup and shit on. And they, all postured up like they all that. What's inside of them is what you fail to really understand that about them. And somehow y'all tolerate this crazy shit. That bitch wouldn't have had but one time to act like that in front of me. This bitch is screaming and crying. And she's acting all that, when you really love somebody, you don't just give up. Oh, I guess I don't love you, bitch, because you're not going to put me through that. You're not going to put me through that. And he's black. So if he'd have caught her with a two-piece and stretched her out and then called the police, he still gets locked up because, well, you're black. Simple. Because you're black. Fuck the fact she tried to stab you and you slipped and two-pieced her and then called us. The fact that you're black. Your ass is going to jail. And this is what y'all replace black women with. Shit like that. Not worth it. Stay single. Just stay single. Call an escort service. Do business with the real, do business, do actual business. Because that's nothing personal. It's just business. It makes far more sense than you sitting up here, sharing a bed with somebody. You moved in with her, or she moved in with you, or y'all got a place together, however the fuck. And now you're sitting up here in jail, fighting for your freedom. Or you're gone. I doubt that that's what this man pictured happening. This is crazy to me, y'all. But this is what I really don't understand. How black folks are so willing and so open to trying to be somebody that they're not. This is what happens when you expect somebody to bring happiness into your life in a way that you can't bring yourself. And you end up falling for an image of someone. You don't know what's inside that person. The chick that I used to date, she thought she was all that, like she was going to fucking prance around and like I was going to suck up to her. But when she realized, nah, that's not who he is. And I set her ass straight, cursed her ass out and threw the fuck out of my house. She realized she fucked up and she can't get away with shit with me like she did with them other dudes. And that's why she come calling me on Christmas trying to make her, I ain't want to hear that shit. Nah, we're done. Take your ass on. And that's how it's supposed to be. Every time you try to rekindle something, it just gets worse the second time. And then it's like you come to this conclusion, I should have never. I should have never took this person back. You had your freedom, you walked away, and evil is always lurking. And y'all fell for something because you simply just You're so worried about hurting someone's feelings, trying to make someone happy, or crossing your fingers, hoping that this is the right thing. So for everybody that sit here and pray for that Chinese woman and that black man, and he looks African, for every single one of y'all that's praying prayers up and may God do that. Well, what are y'all prayers about this guy? Because he's gone. And the same way your fucking God didn't protect him, he's not going to protect that Chinese woman and her black man. When are y'all going to fucking grow up, grow a set, and become men and women and start solving and fixing your own fucking problems? This is the problem. Y'all have no fucking decision-making skills. Everything you think you know about life is because of some fucking ancient bullshit book or somebody putting this bullshit in y'all heads telling y'all, oh, you just gotta pray and put God first. Yeah, I know. And then your ass end up in prison or you end up dead, young, murdered. She was 30, he was 27. Do you think when he started dating her, he thought this is how his life was going to end up? But he probably thought, I'm going to get a white woman. I ain't going to deal with this shit with these black women doing. Like I said, I wouldn't put up with it from nobody. But this is what happens. All of these situations where somebody winds up being killed because of some bullshit argument, it ends up with the black person being dead. And they all get a slap on the wrist. They all get a slap on the wrist. It's just like I'm sitting here watching now a grandmother who helped the homeless man is being arrested. Police, and this is a white woman, and they broke her window and snatched her out. People do not care. So my point, even with that, what you think happens when they call the police? If they snatch an elderly white woman out of a car, what you think they do when they call the police on your black ass? Same way y'all had sex and she probably was saying your name and you probably was moaning her name and all this, I love you and blah, blah, blah. All this shit that y'all say and do. See how it don't mean nothing in the end? See how none of that shit means nothing? You could be together 30 years with the same person, sucking, fucking, doing all that, and all of a sudden it comes to an end and it just don't mean nothing anymore. It only meant something to you and to that person at the time y'all were together, but now it's all over with. And most of you fools, if you do find somebody new, the very person that you got rid of, y'all find a way to bring them back in your life and cheat on that new person with this motherfucker that already y'all done ended in a bad way. Let it go. Y'all don't learn how to enjoy your lives. Like when I told y'all, turn your house into a home. Learn to enjoy being home. All these men, and I'm going to tell you about this one Asian chick, man, that I know personally, and I told this dude, you fucked up with her, man. You stupid. And he realized he fucked up after they broke up. This woman cooked, cleaned, and she worked just like him. She did the laundry. She made sure, she was on top of everything. This woman truly loved this man. Truly. And I remember she said to me, Aries, I don't know what else to do. And she was fine as fuck. She wasn't this dude he was just feeling himself too much. Because he had a little bread, and he did a little chicken head motherfuckers, and so in his mind, wherever he go, he got a little spot to go pay a visit, get some real quick, hey, no, man, this and that, whatever. And I said, yo, you need to chill the fuck out. And I said, yo, you know that you got a good woman, right? No, I'm saying like I ain't gonna get caught though, cause I'm like, man, listen, grow the fuck up, man. I'm not even having this conversation with you. Just grow up. The fuck is wrong with you, man? All this bitching you do about not having a good woman, now you got one and you chasing the very type of women that you complained about. And he kept fucking around. And basically, this woman, when they broke up, he told me out of his own mouth, and she basically told me, and she came to give me a hug and everything, and that, to just please stay in touch. And this is one of the, I ain't gonna get into that, but he told me out of his own mouth that she looked at him, she hugged him, she cried. She gave him a kiss and said, this is a goodbye. And I wish you well. And where you going? Where you? And she caught him in the act. And he just kept taking her for granted. And this same guy fucked around, messed around with the wrong woman, and she cleaned his ass out. And I'm like, you had a woman that was there for you, that you was attracted to, and believe me, he missed the fuck out that woman. He missed the fuck out of her. And listen, let me tell you something, man. You know how some of those Asian women got like that golden brown type complexion and their skin be real smooth? and they just had them baby faces. I mean, she had the long jet black. She was just always well kept together. She was physically fit, and she was, yo, I'm talking like, you know, like when you see an Asian woman and she thick and people be like, yo, what you mixed with? Because of the thickness, and she had a plump ass and all that. And I'm just like, bro, why? Why? Like, why? Now he asking himself that, what the fuck was I thinking? Why? Yeah, right. Party's over now. Nobody care about your money or what you did. And this chick cleaned you out. You was back and forth in court. Lost that nice big ass luxury apartment you had to move back in with the family real quick, trying to rebuild. See, all of these type of things that I see, some people just don't know a good thing when they have it. And this is why when you avoid drama just to accept drama, it makes no sense. If you're not going to date black women and you're going to go out and date somebody else, whatever, that's your choice. And I'm not knocking you for dating somebody that's a different ethnicity. What I'm knocking is when you put up with shit from other people that you wasn't putting up with black women. But for the black women that get out here and all they care about is gimme. No, I get that. Like I said, but this is what y'all end up with. And there are brothers that met women that, and I know a lot of them, and they're happy. And they're not going through no bullshit, and they're doing just fine together. And those women have their back. They're there for each other. That's the route that you want to go. Make sure that you know what you're getting into. It takes you a while to get to know people. And just because somebody's Filipino, because they're Thai, because they're Chinese, that does not mean that them motherfuckers going to be good to you. That does not mean that. It's no guarantee. And for the record, I see a lot of people from those same countries that I just named doing the same thing, making their videos with their thongs on, twerking, doing all this little seductive shit, and they're monetizing their channels, which means when you come into their life, they're not going to stop doing what they're doing because they're making money just by staying home, traveling, and making videos and making money off of their fucking channels. And they are not going to stop just because you come along. And for all those men that's in their DMs, it gives them confidence to know I have men I can choose from. Men sending me gifts. They're sending me financial gifts. They're sending me clothes and shoes and stuff. And oh yeah, all that kind of stuff. I noticed today, and I've seen this many times. I was watching this video today, and it's this guy. He's always in like Thailand, and I think he lives there. I know he traveled a lot, but I think he lives there because it's like he did way too many videos of him being in Thailand. But what I always notice is when you see white men sitting around, or black men, they always are like older men. Because these are guys that's retired and they, okay, cool, you know what? I'm looking for somebody young. That's what they do. So these men might be 60-something years old, 70, but they're looking for women that's young enough to still, satisfy them sexually, even if they can't satisfy them. But bottom line, they get a younger woman, and they go out there and they live out there and they have what they want. You rarely see a young man foreign to Thailand or something like that, or the Philippines with a Filipino woman or Thailand. It's always the older ones. So my thing is, are you looking for stability or actual relationship? Because let's be real. I think part of the camouflage is when people show you certain customs and they're always smiling and you think that's what you're gonna get with the face paint and long kimonos on, and nah, you might end up getting a cigarette smoking, weed smoking foul mouth one that's like, fuck that bullshit, motherfucker, get out my house, nigga. You just might be one of them. Cause I swear, the brothers that be out here finding nutcases like this, there's too much of the same situations happening. And they be the ones that be like, man, fuck that, man. I wouldn't got me a white chick or this kind of chick or that kind of chick. And then what? You end up dead. Y'all seen it. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Catch you guys on the next video.